when Lupo explains the current state of the Summerforth Empire, highlighting the rise of rebellion due to the governor's death and the division of Mysian province, Ars Luven prepares for the impending war. The group enjoys a moment of camaraderie, with Thomas urging Ars to join them in enjoying the nice weather, while Sophia expresses excitement over seeing the ocean for the first time. As they approach Castle Sempler, Charlotte expresses her amazement at the sight of the castle and her eagerness to participate in the military conference. During the conference, various lords gather, and Lumiere acknowledges the presence of Ars and his companions, showing the political dynamics at play. Tensions arise as Mireille is questioned about her loyalty, but Lumiere defends her, asserting her value as a strategist and calling for unity. As the discussion about the war strategies unfolds, Ars proposes a dual-front attack, emphasizing the importance of taking Bertudo to strengthen their position. The atmosphere shifts when Thomas boldly criticizes the current strategies of the leaders, highlighting their overconfidence and lack of worthy commanders, which raises the stakes of their discussions. After a challenging exchange, Ars takes charge, showing his leadership skills and plans for engaging Paradal Province with a clever ruse to distract the enemy. In a surprising twist, Lisha declares her desire to marry Vassmark, leading to an emotional moment filled with declarations of love and commitment amidst the chaos of war. The eventful negotiations and discussions culminate in excitement for future plans, showcasing the camaraderie and resolve among the characters as they face uncertainty. When Vassmark expresses gratitude, the atmosphere is filled with hope for successful negotiations. Thomas jokingly hints at the camaraderie building among the group, leading to a playful reaction from Mireille. Castle Sempler's Lumiere brings grave news about the alliance of Vassmark and Sites province, putting the team on high alert. Ars confidently proposes negotiations with Sites, showing his strategic mindset amidst the turmoil. Lumiere acknowledges Ars's impressive judgment and the support of his wife, emphasizing the trust placed in him for this important task. Vassmark, newly married, expresses his admiration for Mireille, making an endearing connection with his peers. Rang introduces himself, presenting an air of confidence as he takes on a crucial role in negotiations. A private discussion reveals Lumiere's concerns about Rang's potential and need for guidance, setting the stage for his character development. As they prepare for their voyage, Ars's excitement is palpable, highlighting his enthusiasm for the journey ahead. Vassmark encourages Lisha to express her desires, displaying a supportive relationship. Finally, when the group encounters the fishermen, Ars showcases his empathy by lending them money, demonstrating his commitment to forging trust with the people. Rang expresses his regrets about causing trouble at the dinner parties, realizing that his actions may have put others at risk. Vassmark reassures him, emphasizing that Rang's will to change is admirable. Rang then expresses gratitude for the support they have received and his determination to improve Mysian. Lumiere welcomes Ars back, commending his achievements and the change in the conflict's momentum. However, Lumiere sternly reminds Rang of the importance of the negotiations and scolds him for leaving without permission. Rang acknowledges his shortcomings and expresses his eagerness to train and improve for the future. Vassmark displays his growing confidence, ready to take on the responsibilities of leading the forces, while Charlotte offers her support, assuring Ars that they can handle the battle together. Thomas expresses pride in the preparations made at the estate during Ars's absence and highlights the importance of teamwork. As they discuss their upcoming plans, there's a sense of camaraderie and determination among the group. Upon Ars's return, the townspeople express their concern for his safety, showcasing their deep connection and faith in him. Ars reassures them to stay healthy and promises his commitment to protect them. In a reflective moment, Vassmark acknowledges the weight of leadership, recalling his father's legacy and vowing to protect his land. As the armies prepare for battle, Lumiere thanks everyone for their unity and emphasizes the importance of their next moves. Vastmark realizes the significance of camaraderie in battle, feeling a newfound sense of reassurance among his troops. Reitz and the others rally together in anticipation of the fight ahead, building their morale for the challenges to come. In the midst of strategizing, the group debates their next actions against an overwhelming enemy force, with Vastmark insisting on their potential to succeed despite the odds. The dialogue shifts to a heightened sense of urgency, reflecting their commitment to take the fortress and embrace the risks for the sake of victory. When Charlotte confidently claims she can break the barrier in an hour, a tense debate ensues, highlighting the urgency of their mission. Vastmark emphasizes the critical need to capture the fortress swiftly, warning that failure would allow the enemy to strengthen their position. As the group resolves to commit their full forces to the attack, excitement builds among the retainers, showcasing their unity and determination. During the battle, Ed expresses surprise at the enemy's unexpected presence, which raises concern among the defenders. Ars calmly assesses their strategy, suggesting they can exploit the narrow mountain road to their advantage. The tension escalates when Vastmark realizes their aqua magia supply is dwindling, leading to a desperate race to see who can last longer in maintaining the barrier. As Charlotte prepares to unleash a massive spell, she assures her companions that she is ready to give it her all, with a request for them to look after her if she faints from the exertion. The dramatic moment culminates in a powerful display of magic, where Ars and Charlotte combine their abilities to break through the enemy's defenses, marking a pivotal victory. After the battle, Charlotte beams with pride at her successful spellcasting, and the group celebrates their hard-fought victory. However, the atmosphere shifts as the issue of the defeated enemy soldiers arises, leading to a moral dilemma about their fate. Vastmark passionately argues against executing the surrendered troops, advocating for the possibility of uniting the kingdom in the future. As discussions about potential hostages ensue, Thomas proposes a plan to spare those who show loyalty, emphasizing the importance of building alliances for a peaceful future. Finally, Selena's willingness to accept her fate with dignity sparks a heartfelt moment, showcasing the character's growth and the complexities of warfare. During an intense moment, Leisha expresses her gratitude to Roselle for his growth during the battle, saying, "Thank you so much. You're incredible, Roselle." Frater reflects on his past mistakes and apologizes for disappointing Selena, admitting he deferred to his superiors during the war in Messian. Thomas shares a powerful lesson about courage, stating, "Real courage isn't throwing your life away. Courage can also mean sheathing your sword." As news of Ars Luven's success spreads, Lupa mentions, "Word of Kuran taking Sant District spread in the blink of an eye." Vastmark jokes about his exhaustion from Appraisal, leading to light-hearted banter, while Jean encourages him to rest. At Castle Samk, Lumiere addresses his troops. "You served admirably. I hereby grant you 3 days off while we resupply." Charlotte and others discuss how they plan to spend their time off, with Vastmark advocating for personal choices. As they explore the city, Raven reminisces about their past adventures, indicating the growth of their relationships. A chaotic scene unfolds when an incense seller's flying device crashes, prompting Charlotte to check on Ars. During a critical meeting, Lumiere outlines the strategy for taking Verzid, emphasizing the importance of careful planning. Finally, as the negotiations unfold, Thomas warns Ars about the dangers, stating, "The greatest asset in a negotiation is a grasp of the other side's motivations." As the strategists discuss their plans, Ars presents the idea of blitzing Rolto Castle, prompting Roselle to assert, "I think this might just work." Lupa then shares vital intelligence about the enemy, explaining that the Kinar army currently has the fort surrounded in a stalemate, which highlights the tense situation. Dan expresses his dissatisfaction with the wait, stating, "I don't like waiting," showcasing his impatience as tensions rise. Lupa further informs them about the enemy's strength, saying, "Lord Jean, the enemy numbers roughly 10,000, which underscores the urgency and danger of their predicament." Ritsu volunteers confidently, "I'll bring you the enemy general's head," indicating his readiness for battle and determination to protect. Lupa later suggests a bold strategy, proposing that they let us take the field. Then, rallying the troops for action, Vastmark warns against deploying too soon, declaring, "If we lose, continue to fight as part of Lord Vastmark's forces." As in a tactical meeting, Thomas outlines a plan to lure out the enemy, explaining, "We'll pretend to be losing and fake a retreat," aiming for a strategic ambush. Mirai adds to the strategy, mentioning that they will have Shadow infiltrate and rescue the hostages, revealing their multifaceted approach to the impending battle. As the battle intensifies, Kuren rallies the troops with a passionate call to action. "We must see this through," igniting their morale. Amidst the chaos, Ars commands, "Stay strong, men," instructing them to maintain their formations. In a tense moment, Lupa reassures his troops by saying, "You won't stand a chance with a mere 5,000 men," emphasizing their strategic advantages. Meanwhile, amid the combat, Reitz proclaims, "Got you! You're in the way! Clear the road, peons!" Showcasing his boldness in the heat of battle. As the tide of battle shifts, Lupa reflects on his risky choice to assist Ars, stating, "I could not stand idle in the face of such metal," revealing his commitment to honor and duty. Ultimately, after a brutal confrontation, Ars expresses gratitude. "Thank you for coming, for believing in me. Let's win this battle," reinforcing the bond and trust between the allies. The dialogues culminate in a moment of unity, with Vastmark declaring, "Now you'll get to see your wife, won't you?" As they reflect on the stakes and personal sacrifices made in the battle. Lupa, in his moment of vulnerability, states, "If I die now, I will have no regrets," signifying his deep commitment to the cause and his allies. When Lupa questions the decision to take enemy soldiers as prisoners instead of killing them, he is reassured by Vastmark, who expresses gratitude for Lupa's help in the battle. Vastmark then shares a heartfelt moment, hinting that Lupa will soon be reunited with his wife, showing the personal stakes involved. However, Lupa's condition raises concern as he reassures them about the severity of his injuries, trying to maintain morale amidst the chaos. As the reality of Lupa's injury settles in, he shares his dream of a peaceful future with his family, stating that if he were to die now, he would have no regrets since he fought for that dream. Kuren urges Lupa to hold on and fight for that dream, revealing the bond and hope that ties them together. The dialogue takes a poignant turn when Lupa reflects on his past battles and the happiness he found with Maria, his wife, emphasizing the transformative power of love and hope. This moment of vulnerability is interrupted as Lupa realizes he is awake and safe, expressing gratitude to those around him. The conversations continue, with Vastmark addressing the heavy toll of the battle, recognizing the sacrifices made, and stressing the importance of ensuring those sacrifices were not in vain. He emphasizes their shared desire for a peaceful world, highlighting the universality of their goals despite the divisions in their backgrounds. As Vastmark writes letters to the families of fallen soldiers, the emotional weight of war is palpable, and he expresses the deep connections he shared with those who fought alongside him. Raven steps in to comfort Vastmark, suggesting it's okay to show his emotions, illustrating the supportive atmosphere among comrades. Later, amidst lighter moments, Pham discusses his payment for the job with Lisha, humorously pointing out her mistake in counting, while Vastmark praises Pham's capabilities, solidifying their camaraderie. Finally, Lupa makes a bold decision to join forces with Ars, pledging loyalty and reflecting on how every action taken could shape their futures. Fam's confident assertion of loyalty signals a turning point in their journey, emphasizing unity and purpose moving forward. As the council meeting begins, Lupa explains the political instability in the Summer Fourth Empire, noting the factions formed after the death of Governor Amador Salamakia. Kuran, in a tense moment, calls for contact with Lord Kuran as they prepare to implement their battle strategy. Lupa lays out the plan, emphasizing how Ars's small force will create a diversion, leaving the enemy mages miscalculated. In the heat of battle, Lupa confidently instructs her troops to fight back against the reinforcements, showcasing her leadership under pressure. Kuran orders his men to defeat the invaders, highlighting the stakes of the conflict. Amidst the chaos, Kuran notes the approaching mage, prompting a frantic response to target her catalyzer. Ars reveals the strength of his 5,000 troops, declaring their unmatched value in the fight. With courage, Kuran rallies his forces, instructing them to breach the enemy's defenses. As the battle escalates, a dramatic moment unfolds when Braham Joe declares himself the strongest in the castle. Eager to prove his mettle, Raven critiques Braham's tactics during their duel, emphasizing the importance of strategy over brute strength, driving home lessons on the nature of true combat. Tensions rise as Mireille and Thomas successfully secure the area, drawing attention to their skills amidst the mayhem. As the battle winds down, Charlotte reflects on the snowfall, sharing her enthusiasm about the winter wonderland, which offers a brief respite from the surrounding conflicts. Vastmark vows to protect the smiles around him, encapsulating the hope for a brighter future amidst the chaos. Finally, the camaraderie between characters shines through in their playful snowball fight, contrasting the earlier serious tones of battle and strategy. Edouard Grandjean confronts Lupa about his execution, expressing disbelief and anger at the accusation of treason. Lupa, undeterred, declares the seriousness of the charges against the Grandjean siblings and informs Edouard of the governor's decision to strip their titles. Edouard pleads for a chance to speak to the governor and makes a desperate final request to protect his children, showing a poignant mixture of love and despair. His children, Thomas and another sibling, try to reason that their father would never betray the governor, highlighting their confusion and fear about their father's fate. As they face the bleak reality of losing their noble status, Edouard acknowledges their brilliance, yet fears their potential as threats if left unchecked. The weight of the situation sinks in as Thomas remarks on their father's loyalty and questions why he didn't flee instead of facing execution. As they reconcile their new identities as commoners, they embrace a future where they can use their wits and talents to survive, demonstrating resilience in the face of loss. Lupa reflects on the importance of strategic thinking in warfare, emphasizing that understanding the enemy's mindset is vital to controlling the battle's outcome. The tension escalates as they uncover the enemy's bluff regarding a supposed large-scale weapon, leading to discussions on counter-strategies, showcasing the character's tactical acumen. Lupa and his forces prepare for a daring plan that involves significant risks, revealing their commitment to the cause and underscoring the stakes of their upcoming battle. As they face overwhelming odds, the sense of unity among the soldiers is palpable, and Lupa's speech about loyalty and sacrifice inspires courage in the face of uncertainty. The dialogues build to a climax as Ars and others devise a strategy to counter the enemy's traps, highlighting teamwork and the value of clever thinking in warfare. The determination to succeed against the odds shines through, as each character's personal stakes in the conflict become increasingly intertwined with their collective fate. Lastly, Lumire's appointment of new headmen reveals the shifting power dynamics within their territories, setting the stage for future conflicts and alliances. The discussions about leadership and responsibility for the regions reflect the characters' growth and the heavy burdens they carry. When everyone gathers, Lord Lumiere expresses his delight at having Vastmark over, highlighting the rare occasion. Lumiere mentions the busy campaign and how it's made communication scarce, setting a tone of urgency and camaraderie. However, he reveals his mixed feelings about his recent promotion, sharing that he feels unprepared to lead a larger territory, Verzad, and longs to stay with his roots in Kanar. Despite the honor of his new role, Lumiere confides in Ars about his emotional struggles, showcasing vulnerability as he expresses a desire to keep watching over his homeland. Lumiere entrusts Kanar to Ars, recognizing his growth and leadership qualities throughout the war, asking him to make it an even better place. Ars confidently assures him that he can indeed fulfill this responsibility. As the atmosphere shifts back to a lighter tone, Ars prepares for the next campaign, alluding to a celebratory return to Lamberg. The warm welcome he receives back home emphasizes the bonds he has created. As the people cheer and celebrate his return, acknowledging his growth, Vastmark praises Ars, showing admiration and respect for his leadership. A heartfelt moment arises when a family of a fallen soldier thanks Ars for his kindness during the war, emphasizing the emotional weight of leadership and responsibility. Ars's instinctive, dignified reaction reflects his understanding of the complexities surrounding war and loss. Lisha expresses her joy at Ars's return, highlighting their bond, while Ars reassures her about the burden he carries as the head of their family. The excitement builds as various family members gather, eager to celebrate together, illustrating their tight-knit community. As the celebration unfolds, the characters reveal their enthusiasm for the festivities, with plans for a wedding that had been delayed due to the war. The gathering culminates in an emotional acknowledgement of the hardships faced during the conflict, yet a hopeful resolution, as Vastmark vows to overcome challenges for the sake of smiles.